start by taking a brief tour of the anatomy of our breath. As you know, we have our lungs, and they sit up inside of our rib cage. And then we have our diaphragm that sits down at the base of our rib cage. As our diaphragm pulls down, the air is sucked in and goes down right into our lungs. And then as the diaphragm pushes up, the air is pushed out and goes out. All right? Another very important muscle that we have in regard to our breath is our transversus abdominis. This is the deepest layer of our abdominal muscles. The transversus abdominis wraps all the way around from the back of our lower back, all the way around forward to the very front. The last 20% of our breath is pushed out through our transversus abdominis. So when you cough or exhale deeply, you engage that transversus abdominis. This is also the deep stabilizing muscle that stabilizes our lower back, which is very important to us when we're doing our Pilates exercises. So let's practice a couple times together. Just put your hands here and let's take a cough and see if you can feel what it feels like to have the transversus abdominis scoop in. Let's go together. Give it a go. Good. And you can feel how your waist kind of goes into that nice hourglass shape as you do that, okay? Other muscles involved in breathing are you have internal and external intercostals that are in between our ribs, and they help with the ribs to go up and to close back down, also allowing that suction cup sensation when you're bringing breath right into the lobes of the lungs. Now, we have a few lobes in our lungs, okay? So we have top, middle, and bottom lobes in our lungs that the air goes down into. When we inhale and we elevate our shoulders, oftentimes the breath only goes into the upper portion of the lobes of our lungs. What we try and do while we're studying Pilates is bring the breath down into the deep lower lateral lobes of the lungs so that we get an efficient exchange of gas, the oxygen and carbon dioxide, all right? So as we're breathing in Pilates, using all of our fabulous muscles, we're trying to take a deep breath down through all of our lungs and then allow our breath to expand out inside so that we can get all of the air all the way down into the base of our rib cage, all right? Let's just try a couple times, ladies. Take our hands and let's put it down to the back of your rib cage here. Good. Now, let's go ahead and take a big inhale through our nose and a big exhale through the mouth. Good. See if you can go again. And now imagine and push the breath and allow your hands to open backwards and sideways. Let's go again. Deep inhale. Bring the breath into your hands. And now exhale. Good, one more like that. Bring the breath down into your hands and your back. And exhale. Good. So that is our goal when we're studying and working with our breath in Pilates. We're trying to keep our breath from expanding forwards and upwards too much, and we're trying to make our breath move backwards and sideways so that the air gets all the way down into the base of the lower lateral lobes of the lungs. In addition to breathing through the lower lateral lobes of the lungs, while we're doing our Pilates exercises, we're going to inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth, much like you're blowing out a candle, blowing through a straw, making little bubbles into your milk, or blowing into a pinwheel. So let's try a few breaths together, ladies, just inhaling through our nose and then exhaling through our mouth with gusto. All right, here we go, ladies. Take a deep inhale. And now exhale. Good. Let's go again. Deep inhale. And exhale. One more just like that. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Good. Very nice work. Now let's put those two concepts together. let's breathe through the lower lateral lobes of our lungs, keeping our abdominals lifted, and inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. So go ahead, if you can, take your hands and put them back. Nice. Take a big inhale through your nose, and exhale, hollow your belly. Good. Inhale, breathe right and left, and exhale, hollow your belly. A couple more. Inhale, right and left, and exhale. Nice. One more time, ladies. Inhaling right and left, and exhale. Good. All right, let's actually put our hands on our belly now. I want to try breathing and allowing your belly to expand. This is not a negative way of breathing, but we're just trying to keep our abdominals in while we're breathing so that we can do some very exciting exercises later on and train our abdominals to be able to work even when we're breathing deeply. So let's take a couple times and breathe into our hands. Deep inhale. And now exhale, hollow. And again, inhale, allow your belly to expand forward. And now exhale, pull it and cinch your waist. Good. One more. Inhale, allow your belly to expand forward. And now exhale, pull it in tightly. Good. Now, let's inhale, leaving our hands there, but try not to allow your belly to expand too much. It is going to expand a little bit, but you're trying to keep it pulled up and in as much as humanly possible, bringing that breath right and left into your rib cage. Here we go again, ladies. Deep inhale. And exhale. Even hollow your tummy a bit more. Good. Inhale. Keep the abdominals contracted. And now exhale. Hollow your belly a bit more. Good. One more just like that. Inhale. Keep your breath in. And exhale. Good. Relax. You can start to feel, if you do that enough times, your abdominals already starting to work. All right. Another type of breathing that we use is often a staccato breath pattern, okay? So the staccato breath pattern shortens your breath to bring you awareness, okay? So let's try a few of those. We're gonna sniff through our nose for 5 counts, and then blow through our mouth for 5 counts, stopping the breath shortly as we exhale. Each time you exhale, you'll be able to feel your abdominals contract a little bit more, again, starting to get your abdominal work. While we do that, let's put our hands on our belly and see if we can start to feel our abdominals start to work while we're breathing. Here we go. Sniff through the nose. Good, and through the mouth. A couple just like that. One more. Good. Rest for a second. Let's take our hands now and put them onto the sides of our rib cage. Now, as we inhale, see if you can feel your breath get wider, 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 and closer, 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 closer as you exhale. All right? Here we go. One more time. Very nice, ladies. All right, let's try doing 100. How does that sound? So this is a traditional Pilates exercise, but we're just going to do it with our staccato breath pattern, lying down in a wonderful neutral spine. Okay, so let's lie down onto your backs and find neutral pelvis, or optimal pelvis, whatever you would like to call it. Let's start with our 2 hip bones and pubic bone flat across the top, as we are well aware of, drawing our rib cage down and in. And let's lift our arms off from the mat. Good, so just hovering right about hip height. And as we inhale and exhale, we're gonna press up and down with our arms, keeping our head down and our rib cage in, and we'll go in for 5, out for 5, a total of 10 repetitions, adding up to 100 breaths. Let's go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Halfway there. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. 70. 80. Breathing right and left. And compress the abdomen. 90. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. 100. Excellent work. Go ahead, lower your arms and rest. Welcome back. I thought it would be fun today if we practiced our lateral breathing using the TheraBands or elastic bands. You can purchase these at any of the fitness stores on the island. And I like best the 5 feet version. These are a little shorter than the ones that I like to use, but they're just a nice, wonderful, elastic, stretchy band that gives you a bit of resistance, and we're going to use it for breath. Alrighty? So I'll go ahead and give one to each of us. Good. All right, let's go ahead, and we're going to wrap it around our rib cage. So you want to pull it around your rib cage. It doesn't have to be super tight, but you want it tight enough that you'll be able to feel your breath. And then I like to tie it in a knot. And don't tie your knot too tight or else it's difficult to untie your knot, all right? And then once it's there, go ahead and take and flare the back of your elastic band out. Good. And so what this is going to do, it's going to give us some resistance to our breath, all right? And it'll help us feel the breath moving backwards and sideways like we're trying to do when we're doing our exercises. So let's give it a go. We'll stick with inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Let's go again. Inhale. See if you can press your breath into that band. And then exhale. Feel the band get looser as you exhale. Good. Go again. Inhale. Press. And exhale. Allow it to contract down. Good. 2 more. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Nice. 1 more time. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. Good. Nice work, ladies. Let's go ahead now and we'll do some breathing forward, keeping the bands around our rib cage, allowing us to further facilitate the breath moving backwards and sideways. All right? So go ahead, sit right up on your sits bones. Good. And let's just already fold forward and hold right onto our shins. As we're here, allow your neck and shoulders to be soft and rested. All right. And find your abdominals and see if you can collect those abdominals up and in even before we start. All right. Let's inhale through our nose and press your breath right into the TheraBand. And now exhale, hollow your abdominals. Go again. Inhale through the nose, open the breath wide. And then exhale. And again, deep breath in. And deep breath out. 2 more, please. Inhale right and left. And exhale. Last one. Inhale right and left. And exhale. Good. Go ahead, come up to sitting. So if you haven't noticed by now, using the deep breath not only starts to train your abdominal muscles, but it creates a sense of relaxation. In addition to that, your breath helps to cleanse your lymphatic system along with your circulatory system. So let's do a breath pattern that encourages that cleansing, all right? We're going to inhale through our nose for 2 counts, and then we're going to hold our breath for 4 counts, and then we're going to exhale through our mouth for 8 counts, all right? And let's go ahead and fold forward and continue applying all of our concepts, hollowing our abdominals, and breathing right and left into our band, okay? Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale, 1, 2, hold, 1, hold, 2, hold, 3, hold, 4. Exhale, 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. Inhale and hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And rest, ladies. Let's end our lesson today with some visualizations. All right? Go ahead and lie down, ladies, onto your mat. And this is a time just to relax and become aware of your body and your senses and the space around you. Go ahead, close your eyes. And I want you to start with your skin. Sense how your skin feels right now. Take a moment and notice what parts of your skin are pressing down into the mat or open out into the space. Feel the difference between the skin that is covered with clothing and the skin that is showing. And now take a moment, and with the skin that is showing, sense the air brushing around, moving underneath possibly the nape of your neck, or maybe the space between your wrist and the floor, or the space between your ankle and the floor. Feel the air passing over the tops of your face, your neck, your mouth, your nose, your eyelids, your forehead. And now notice the air passing beneath your feet. And now take a moment and notice any parts of your clothing that are touching your skin and see how that feels. And now move your awareness deeper underneath your skin, now into your muscles. Notice any points of tension or pain that you have in your muscles. Go ahead and notice in that area of tension or pain if you can take a moment and allow it to relax and to release. Notice the muscles now at the back of your neck where it connects into your skull. See if you can allow those muscles to relax and open. Notice the muscles of your lower back. See if there's any tightness there. See if you can allow those muscles to release. And now notice the muscles in the fronts of your hips. Notice if you have any holding or tension there. And see if you can allow those muscles to release. And now take a moment and notice the difference between the sensation of your skin and the sensation of your muscles. Notice if your thought processes are different when you're thinking about your skin versus when you're imagining your muscles. And now let's go ahead and move our awareness deeper yet into our bones. Imagine the skin melt away, imagine the muscles melt away, and imagine yourself lying on the mat as a skeleton. Without any muscles, you can imagine the freeness in your spine, the freeness in your hip joint, the freeness in your knees, the freeness in your ankles. And now let's take a moment and bring the muscles back onto your skeleton and feel how it feels to bring your awareness back into your musculature. And now put your skin back onto your muscles and feel the air moving around your body once again. Thanks again for joining us today. For more information about Upside Down Pilates, please visit us on the web at www.upsidedownpilates.com. We look forward to seeing you in the studio soon.